Oh my goodness, the One Punch Man Season 3 drama continues, and it gets even worse. I have just come back from the Chainsaw Man Resi Arc movie, and oh my goodness, the difference between that movie and One Punch Man Season 3 is night and day. We'll talk about the Chainsaw Man Resi Arc film later on in this week. So, One Punch Man Season 3 Episode 3 dropped on Sunday. I already talked about this episode yesterday, so go check that video out. This episode was extremely disappointing. I was gutted, mate. Why on earth did they cut some of those absolutely stellar scenes of Garo, the Bug God, and Royal Ripper from the PV trailer special announcement video we got over a year ago? Why not just use all of that and just remove the blur filter? But even then, I like the blur filter on that entire fight sequence. It just looks more cinematic in my opinion, and the colors were really popping in that trailer. Why do we have ghosting and dimming? The only reason why I think they would add that is because of the Pokemon Shock incident. Yes, I understand the dimming is necessary. I mean, it doesn't ruin the animation, but the ghosting really does. Very odd for this episode to cut out this scene of Garu attacking the Bug God, as well as a few cuts here and there showing Garu looking like a demon. They were cut as well. The new cuts from that Garu and Ripper scene are absolutely wild, dude. As you can see here, they do very well adapt the manga into the anime, but even then, some of the motion and the character designs are absolutely diabolical. I do understand that when an action scene takes place, the characters' designs get simplified in order for the motion to look smooth and fluid. Some of these cuts of Royal Ripper attacking Garu did look a bit strange to me. Not as fluid, not bad, just not great. Why did they replace this wonderfully animated scene with a still frame? Just a ridiculous change in my opinion. The motion in some of these scenes were awfully jittery, not smooth at all, especially the Gale, Wind, and Hellfire fight scene. The panels are pretty much one-to-one for the most part, but I still think the character designs lacked that rawness and intensity. Yes, I understand the character designs have to be simplified, but oh my goodness, the motion was incredibly weird at times. Is it me, or did Royal Ripper get hit by Ivanka's devil fruit power? Because Ripper's designs were absolutely wild in some scenes. I do wonder if this is part of the story. Is Royal Ripper actually a woman and not a man? I am an anime only, I don't know the future of the series, but of course I can't be too hard on the whole Royal Ripper fight sequence, as that sequence was already animated a year ago and it looks really great in my opinion. And the new scenes, mate, I'm sorry to say they don't do it for me, unfortunately. At least the artwork in some of the more mundane scenes, especially with Saitama and Co in his apartment, were pretty spot on, particularly our glorious, sophisticated Fubuki. The artists at JC Staff know what is up with that gal. And I do think they did a good job at adapting the manga panels into the anime. Yes, there is a lot of detail in these manga panels when you compare it to the anime. I mean, my gosh, look at some of these scenes. Yusuke Murata is absolutely amazing when it comes to those extra details. The anime does try to capture some of those details, mainly in the still frames, so at the very least that is one good aspect about this episode. As well as the actual content, the story is still very engaging and I'm very curious to see what happens in the future. But honestly, when it comes to the action scenes, honestly mate, I am a tad bit worried for the future of One Punch Man Season 3. I will still watch it, but yikes! Episode 3 was meant to be the episode to show us whether or not JC Staff were cooking or not, and it does look like they need a little bit more time to cook that meal to satisfy everyone. But what do the fans think about this? Did they love it or hate it? 6 years waiting and they deliver us these PowerPoint slides. Sorry about the hate these people are getting, but come on, 6 years and this is what they can do? Sadly, this isn't even the bare minimum of the season 2 animation and nowhere near to being as beautiful as season 1. Damn, today's One Punch Man episode was rough. rough. It had movement, but everything was just all over the place, like a dish without proper seasoning. Really hope it gets better from here on out because the fights are absurd. After this garbage episode, I am done with this trash series. At Bandai Namco US ruined the series, giving it to a low-tier studio, and 1 year or less time to work on it. My only hope is whatever comes after this is better than this season. I can't believe it's worse than season 2. I'm so disappointed in this episode 3, man. It's unwatchable as a big fan of manga. I'm skipping season 3 of One Punch Man. The animation is so terrible. Not gonna lie, One Punch Man season 3 really looks bad. Initially, I thought that only animation might be messed up, but oh my, the direction is so awful. What happened to the One Punch Man's animation? For a show that has been away for many years, this is unacceptable. One Punch Man really lacks fluidity and movement. All the characters lack emotion. They are stiff as a board. It's so hard to watch. It's really painful to say One Punch Man is the worst anime of this season. 3 episodes in and it's a disaster that hurts my soul. After watching the episode, the haters won, they got it. And I noticed they cut bits of the fight here. In the trailer, there is a bit more to it. Bandai, you messed up. Simply by wanting to spend the minimum, you are missing out on a gold mine. The voice dubbing in this episode is kinda dull and feel no emotion. This scene is trash. Out of all the 3 episodes, this one was least enjoyable for me personally. The apartment scene was good, but could have been done better. The production is seriously cooked. Perfect representation of unfinished storyboarding. The fights were so good, but it just didn't hit the core. In one word, I can say it was unsmooth. Another week of
wait till the next episode, it's going to have so much action. That's what they are saving the good animation for.
This is generally awful. Random no-name isekai anime gets better animation than this. It's so sad to see, man. They kind of butchered this fight, not gonna lie. It was done better in the teaser. Cancel the rest of the season, let a different committee handle One Punch Man, and give a studio 3 to 4 years to remake the season. This season is terrible, and it's only going to get worse. Bandai cut costs on scheduling. Wow, a lot of people do not like this episode at all, and you know what? I don't blame them. This episode was honestly disappointing, and there was so much to criticize than praise. I am extremely concerned for the future of One Punch Man Season 3. Look, I do not blame Shinpai Negai and all of the artists and animators working at JC Staff. Due to the very terrible scheduling they have and the way Bandai Namco have treated this IP, the blame does not go to them, it goes to the production committee. They are the ones who have absolutely ruined One Punch Man Season 3 Episode 3, and it is honestly depressing. But I will still be here and check out whether or not One Punch Man will continue to be absolutely amazing or absolutely abysmal. Tell me in the comments down below, what did you guys think of all of this? Tell me, like this video, subscribe for more One Punch Man videos, as well as other anime news updates, reviews, comparisons, breakdowns, rankings, and more. Thank you for watching. The Second Boy Dude signing out.